Hi everyone, it's Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I I was actually filming the skincare or the moisturizer portion, and then I got a knock at the door, and so I actually had to scrap it because I don't know how to pause and come back, and so bye-bye. Like 6 minutes of goodness just down the drain. So here I am, I'm back, and so I've done the double cleansing, and that's what works for me. And I've talked about the toners, like the kind of an acidic toner, and that's what works for me. And now I'm gonna launch into the kind of the last bits and pieces that again work for me. Quick disclaimer, these are items that, say it with me, work for me. And I know you're saying, but Robin, won't they work for me too? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know you. I would love to. I would love to sit down and have tea with everybody and talk about skin and talk about all the goodness that goes with skincare and makeup, and then we could go shopping and it would be so fun. But I can't, and I am not legally allowed. I can't dispense advice about skincare. What I can tell you is I can give you my experience. I can give you as much information about my experience as possible. Hopefully not hopefully, because I would never wish rosacea on anybody, but if you're already in that situation, perhaps something will sound familiar and you think to yourself, oh, hey, maybe I should give that a try. But again, if it doesn't work for you, just don't sue me, okay? Promise? Like pinky promise? Pinky promise? Okay. So, with that said, I've talked about my double cleansing. I've talked about the acid toners that I use. So now I'm going to talk about what I do after I tone. And that basically preps my skin to make the next products even more effective. So my two favorite, the two that I reach for the most often are, and I brought down samples of these, not because I don't have the big sizes, but oh my gosh, you guys should have seen my arms. I dropped stuff down the stairs like 6 times, and I cursed, and then I just bye-bye. So I actually cracked the top of my Emma Hardy jar. So you guys, I took one for the team here. So yeah. Okay, so this is my travel size that I take with me, Sarah Chapman Skin Assist Overnight Facial. Let me see over there, okay. So what this is a high-performance luxury skincare essence, anti-aging silky serum oil. It's paraben-free. It's got vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, coenzymes, all kinds of things with little TM after, which means that they're, you know, their own little personal thing that they do. But it's got just a bunch of really nice oils in it. Abyssinian oil, lipoic acid. I don't know what that is. What I do know is that the consistency of this is unlike any oil I've ever tried. It is oily, obviously, but it is so refined, and it's so slippery and soft and silky, and it just feels so good on your skin. So I've used those acid toners to basically strip all the debris and do daily exfoliation on my skin. That's what I find works best for me. So I do 1 squirt of this in the palm of my hand. I move it around the palm of my hand, not because I feel like you have to, you know, anything that says warm to activate, no, I'm not working for my skincare. But I do that so that it's all over my hands so that I can just place it on and move it around. I find it goes on better over dampened skin. So if I have done my acid toner and I have, you know, I've had a pause, I'll spray a little bit of this on just to give it something to move over. You know, it's moving barely oily hands over dry skin. You know, it doesn't have the slip. So if you have a little bit of dampness, it just helps it emulsify and move over, and it's better for me. If I'm not doing that, then I will do this. This is the Sicily Express Flower Gel, and it's basically like a hydrating mask. And I don't know what it has in it because it doesn't have anything. It basically says after 3 minutes, blot to absorb the excess. Do not rinse off. So I just put this on under my actual moisturizers. I don't tissue it off. I don't blot anything because there's really nothing left to blot. My skin is extremely dehydrated and dry, and my skin just like sucks this up, like, and I love it. And it smells like, kind of like really soft, florally rosy, but it dissipates. It's gone immediately once you put it on your face. This one smells like, I don't know, it like a really nice, clean, essential oil smell. Not offensive. And again, this one, as soon as you put it on, it seems to go away. So after that, I use one of 3 moisturizers, and this is at night. And again, I am bone dry. I mean, really, really dry. The skin on my arms and my legs, dry, dry, dry. So I am forever putting really, frankly, greasy, thick creams on my face. And before I started doing the method that I'm doing now, I would find that by morning, my skin, it wouldn't be hydrated at all. It would just be dry in the morning and uncomfortable and flaky. And I think that was just because my skin wasn't prepped properly. Like the next items weren't even penetrating because they couldn't get through just all of the sad, unexfoliated skin. So the star of the show for me is this. Where's the thing? This is May Lindstrom Skin, the Blue Cocoon. Full disclosure and disclaimer, this stuff is pricey. Here in the UK, it's 125 pounds. I know. In the US, I think it's $160. What I can tell you is that this, for me, is a non-negotiable expense, because for me, this has helped with redness in ways I cannot even tell you. The first time I put it on my skin, I woke up the next morning and my skin was so noticeably less red that my husband commented. I woke up the next morning and he said, wow, like, have you already put on, like, whatever it is you do, that whole magic voodoo thing that you do with the potions and the... No, I haven't put any makeup on, darling. No foundation. And he said, because you look great. Like, your skin looks really, really, like, less, like, ouchy. Okay, honey, so you're saying that the rosacea seems to be calmed a little bit. Sometimes like living with a toddler. And he said, yeah, it just seems less red. And the only thing that I had done different was added this. So you can see it's all dug up. And that's because I'm gross and I use my nail. I literally go like to scrape it. And that's how much I use. That's probably even a little too much. But I like to pull it all the way down my neck and onto my décolleté. And so I wipe it into my hand. And it immediately starts to go liquidy. I'm trying to, there we go. There we go. And again, all over my face. I'm gonna do it into my hands right now. I can't even describe the smell. It's, I'm wondering if there's some sort of I don't think there's shea butter in here. I haven't even looked up the ingredients. I'm such a bad YouTuber person. I'm sorry. I kind of hesitate because I don't want to get anything wrong, because I don't want anybody to sue me or get down in the comments and say, you know, actually, Robin, you know, you totally got it wrong. Because I think whenever I read an ugly comment to anybody, I always read it in like actually, dude. So anyway, so that will always go on after I tone. And if I use one of like these guys, this will always go on closest to my skin. And then I'll put a moisturizer over that, unless I fall asleep and forget, because this will kind of do the job on its own. But if it's, especially if it's cold and I need a little bit more, I will use this product by L'Occitane. It is the 25% shea butter cream, and this thing is thick. I mean, it's not like a lotiony cream. This stuff is the consistency of like buttercream frosting. See how it doesn't like melt down? It is extremely thick. And I say that with no, I like the thickness of the cream. And it has just a very typical shea butter smell, which I happen to like. Now, if my face is dry, but I've been out, let's say in, like in the snow or a lot of wind, and I feel like I'm kind of chapped almost, I use this. This is Weleda or Weleda Skin Food for dry and rough skin. You know, this is probably, it says a whole body cream for everyday care of dry and rough skin at any age. And they start talking about things like hands, feet, and elbows. And you know, you're probably not supposed to use it on your face. What I can tell you is that I don't have any issues with it at all. It smells to me like citrusy and something. I don't know, maybe citrus and lavender, maybe? It's not my favorite smell in the world. It does linger, but what I can tell you is I wake up in the morning with skin that is so soft that I'm willing to deal with the smell. This I know for a fact is available easily in both the UK and the US. I want to say it's about $8 and 8 pounds-ish, somewhere in there. And I will say that I've been using this for years. I used to use this on my little baby's bums when they had diaper rash. And it was like, you know, the red irritated. I would use this as a barrier cream and it would help heal while it protected. So, and just everybody's like, oh, so great, you use diaper cream on your face, Robin. That's click, delete. I'm not saying I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it is what's worked for me. No, this particular product has just always been something that has been a go-to when I've had skin that's irritated from the elements, I should say. So if I've gone up to the, you know, the snow and that, you know, when it's really cold outside, it can have a tendency to really dry your skin out. Like I said, windburn, like chapped and things like that. I usually use it for my hands a lot in the winter. My hands feel so good right now. Cause it helps surface chapping and irritation. So that's what I have for you guys. And see, aren't you glad I broke these up into 3 because this is already 12 minutes. So if I could answer any questions, please leave them below. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.